Hey everyone, it's Phil with Four Arrows Outdoors, and we are freshly back from our TAC event down in Seven Springs, Pennsylvania. Had a great time down there catching up with a bunch of the different vendors. The weather was beautiful, the shooting was challenging, but incredibly fun. And if you were not paying attention, you may not have known that STAN Outdoors released their new release, the SX4, that first Friday of TAC. They're only releasing them in the large size right now, but they will have some more sizes coming as they get caught up on inventory. What you'll notice about this is they've started everything off, even from the packaging, reusable packaging, where you're not just throwing it away. But if you take a look at this, you've kind of got this soft hybrid case that's kind of molded together, sizing on the top, some information about them on the back. What you see here, there's two different offerings. You've got your standard aluminum and also your heavy metal. We have this one in the aluminum. That's what we have right now. So hang on with me. We're going to open this up and I'll show you a little bit more. All right, so we're just going to slide the cover off of this, and you'll see that you have the nice logo kind of in a raised embossing. And this is a zippered case here. So as you open it up, you're going to notice inside there's a nice foam feature that is kind of cut out. The release itself sits in this cutout right here. So we'll pull this out. The thumb barrel kind of holds it in place. So, I mean, literally I could kind of tip this upside down and it doesn't fall. So if you can see that, obviously we don't want to drop it on the floor. This is too nice of a release to drop on the floor. So we have the release here. Cutout is kind of egg-shaped on this. It's not round, but very ergonomically just friendly. You know, you put your hand through it. Now I'm holding it with my left hand. I am right-handed, but I'll show you guys here this again in a minute. But want to go through some of the other things that you'll see in the package. So STAN is giving you everything that you need to adjust this to your liking. It comes set as a 3-finger, but you'll notice that there's a 4th finger right here in the package as well as the larger thumb barrel. So underneath of this foam case, you'll notice that there's some more things underneath there. You've got the different size posts kind of stuck in. You have your safety screw and your wrenches. Now, a couple different things with that we'll talk about in just a second, but you also have a very easy card right here. Couple of QR codes you can scan and go right to more information. So that is in the bottom there. You have the 2 different posts. So if you want to change the length of where your barrel sits, you have that opportunity as well. They sit underneath of the thumb barrel in this position here, but if they get pushed down too far, they do go through because it's kind of slotted. So again, nice little reusable case. You can keep all your parts pieces in there. And then if you have something else that you want to use for, you can always take this out and still use the foam case for other accessories. So we're going to set that aside, go back to the release for 1 second. On the release, you'll notice a few things that they have changed. Right on the end for the adjustment, we can get that to focus right there. All right, you've got your sensitivity and you've got your travel adjustments on this. Plus, you also have the adjustment right here for your finger post where you can change that. All right, so what they've done on these as well is they've gone to machining these in-house, and they've gone to a Torx adjustment. So again, like we mentioned, you get the wrenches. So you have the torque wrench. It looks like an Allen key, but it's not. You do have the Allen key here. For some other the adjustments on the post itself. There's a couple things that you just, size-wise is not going to work to do the Torx with. And so therefore you still got the Allen wrench. You'll notice in the end of the barrel here, that is still the Allen wrench. And so you have that in the kit altogether. What kind of sets this one apart from some of the other releases, this is in the SX line. So if you're familiar with STAN, there's been an iteration of the SX for quite a while. They moved away from it. The last one was the SX3, widely popular, more of a standard handheld. I should have had one here. But in any case, this is a spring-loaded system. All right, so you have a cocking bar on the back, which they added the new feature to. It's a little bit bigger than what they had before, a little flatter, easy to get to. And easy enough, you just set that, okay? And then you're gonna close the jaw. So if you're new to handhelds, you may find a little bit awkward to reach up, but you know, you just take, for me, I just take my thumb, my index finger, and I'm just going to close it onto my D loop. You can reach around with your thumb and do it as well, whatever's more convenient, more, you know, easy for you to do. Now you'll notice this is cocked, that is closed as well. And so the firing on it is adjustable, but it is super fast. This, as it's opening, is spring assisted. So as soon as you break that sear, that release is opening very, very quickly. There's also a hole right here behind the cocking bar. I don't know if you can see that at all, but that is, yep, right there. That is so you can put a lanyard. So you can either just run a straight lanyard if you want something simple around your wrist, so you're not going to drop it, but you could also run an actual wrist strap to give yourself a little bit of assistance in pulling this back. Now, I go back and forth between a large and extra large and some of the STAN releases. This one in particular being the large, my fingers fit it very, very well. You can try this. We have it here for you to come put your hands on if you want to see if you want the large. They are going to have, I believe, all the way down to a small, but that's going to take a little while, again, like we said, for the different sizes. But I would highly encourage you, if you are looking to upgrade your release and you want something that's really a crossover between target archery and hunting, this is a really good option. I understand it's not super cheap, but what they've done with all of these features, added more things into this release than some of the other ones with the packaging and the other nuances. This is still not any more expensive than their Onyx release. And so I give them kudos for that, because they are a, you know, machined in-house. They're working on all of these things right here locally. I'm kind of blessed because they're right down the road from me. I get to go over and actually pick these up from time to time. And so as soon as they get them in, we're getting them. But a local machining, American hands touching this thing, putting it together, I'm telling you, this is something you definitely want to try out. Now, again, this isn't going to be for everyone. Don't just run out and buy a release to think you're going to be a better shooter. Many times you need to work on yourself first and let your equipment follow that. So often we have people that just want to be better at shooting, and they run to equipment first. Again, this could definitely help you, but you may want to spend a little more time on your technique. But when you're looking for smoothness, adjustability, speed, again, you're getting just high quality craftsmanship. You're getting a quick, instant release kind of. For me, I'm not a professional shooter. I like to do my best, and I can hang pretty well. But if you're just talking about millimeters and you want to clean up some of those shots, this may be something that you want to take a look at to help you with that. Love everything that they're doing. The people at STAN Outdoors are great. They're working hard to bring you guys the products that you want, the products you need. We have a full line. Here, we don't have every single release that they offer, but we have everything from their handheld release or wrist straps and both the clicker or the standards. If you want to come down and check out more about STAN Outdoors, you can visit their website at stanoutdoors.com. Come here, get your hands on some of this stuff. We'd love to help you out as best as we can, and we just like supporting local companies who are giving back to archery and making quality products that are going to last for years and years. Check them out, 4 Hours Outdoors, or go to stanoutdoors.com. Appreciate you.